A stark warning coming from Secretary of State Antony Blinken on the war in Gaza.
100% of the population in Gaza is at severe levels of acute food insecurity. That's the first time an entire population has been so classified.
Officials say the humanitarian crisis is getting worse. A growing number of infants are on the brink of death from acute hunger, and famine is set to break out in northern Gaza.
But I think also what's striking is that, half the population, 1.1 million people, now are in that highest category 5, catastrophic levels of food insecurity. And that's the highest number we have in the world right now, and it's happened in a very short period of time.
The warnings of famine and starvation push on as the UK makes its largest aid delivery to Gaza. More than 2,000 tons of food entered Gaza Wednesday via the Jordanian land corridor, including ready-to-eat hot meals to feed more than 275,000 people. Thousands of people are sheltering in dire conditions at Gaza's largest hospital, Al-Shifa, after the Israeli military launched a raid there, leaving people inside the hospital detained and severely beaten and afraid to move from room to room. Many calling for an urgent intervention before the hospital becomes a mass grave. As international pressure surmounts, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he's determined to achieve war goals in Gaza, especially the southern city of Rafah.
Our position is that Hamas should not be allowed a safe haven in Rafah or anywhere else. But a major ground operation there would be a mistake. It would lead to more innocent civilian deaths, worsen the already dire humanitarian crisis, deepen the anarchy in Gaza, and further isolate Israel internationally.
U.S. and Israeli officials are expected to meet in Washington next week to discuss alternatives to a planned military ground offensive in Rafah, where more than 1.5 million people are displaced and sheltering. Jenna Enoch, Spectrum News.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.